got you.
All right, you ready? Let's do it.
Spotlight over the city. Welcome to Spotlight over the city, everybody. It's the Lake Edition, as you can see, man. Spotlight over the city in the building. Welcome aboard. Especially our Hall Mills family. We want to shout out them especially because they doing some big things in Atlanta. So I got a call earlier. They was down there with 1,000 films in the festival. Atlanta has a film festival this weekend. So if you're in the A, get past there and check it out. It's going to be amazing. So shout out Hall Mills for all the amazing things you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Let's get to it, man. Spotlight over the city. We are thrilled because we got a new spot. We got us a new home.
Tell them.
It's an amazing look. Wifey loves it. I love it. Everybody over there is family, so we can't wait to connect and plug in. So what y'all think about our little lake setup?
Our little lake setup, lakeside.
It's our little temporary little thing until the 5th. You know, September 5th is when we actually
What's going on September 5th, y'all? September 5th, Spotlight Over the City will be airing our first live broadcast from our new home. We have our own studio over there now with some wonderful, wonderful people that are like family to us. We are so blessed to have an opportunity to get into this new studio. September 5th. Y'all mark it on your calendars because that's going to be
5th.
That show is going to be
everything, right?
litty. Yes.
September 5th. We looking forward to it. So we definitely got to do some shout outs before we get going. Shout out Jeannie Jones in LA, our LA Connect. Shout out to you, Kitty of the City. We love you. Thank you for always loving us back and rocking with us the way you do, man. Being down with Spotlight Over the City. Everybody who rocks with us. But we definitely had to shout her out. Hall Mills, like I said, our Jersey family, New York, Philly, everybody up that way, Connecticut, everybody that's rocking with us on Hall Mills Network. We appreciate you guys as well. Everybody that's tuned in, period, just been rocking. We love you guys for the way you stand down with, man, I mean down, 10 toes down. Everywhere we go, we see people recognize us for what we doing. We appreciate that, and we just thrilled, you know. It's a big deal.
We are thrilled. And speaking of Hall Mills Network, listen, for those of you who have one of those Roku TVs, or you have the adapter where you can get to Roku TV, listen, go on Roku TV as much as possible. Go to the Hall Mills Network channel and look up Spotlight Over the City and catch up on all of our 2018 shows are streaming now on Roku TV by way of the Hall Mills Network channel. Please check us out. Let us know what you think about season 1 of Spotlight Over the City. 2018 shows were fun. So I want to hear some feedback from those who have Roku TV. And if you don't have Roku TV, you need to get one or get the adapter. That's really inexpensive. Roku TV is where it's at.
TV
That's
what's
right.
happening. So we appreciate you guys for rocking. Like I said, we definitely on there. Hall Mills as well. So if you're up in that area, just tune into the Hall Mills Network and you can also find us there. And we got a surprise. We get ready to stretch out into some other platforms. I don't think we gotta. We'll shout out Hung Jewelry now. How about that?
Yes.
Shout out Hung Jewelry.
Hung Jewelry
Radio.
Entertainment. Yes.
Hung Jewelry Entertainment. Shout out also Urban Media.
Urban Style Media Group.
We love you guys. We rocking. You already know it's the fam. So shout out to everybody that's rocking right back.
Yes. We usually do a weekend recap, and this past weekend we had a wonderful, wonderful, amazing time at the Tricky Entertainment for the Cooling You Wine and Jazz Festival out there at Clinton Sports Annex. It was so amazing. Nice. Stan and I have continued to talk about how amazing it was. Our family, the Tricky Inc. family, they really put on for our city, man, and it was so fun.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Yes.
I mean, when I say we had a great time, we had a great time with the fam out there. Shout out Black, shout out Ray, shout out Kirk, everybody. Shout out, what's my man? Definitely can't leave out St. John. Shout out Saint.
Yes, and I call him my little big brother because I'm older, but he's bigger right now. You know, I love you, love you, love you. Give my niecey a kiss for me. It was just amazing. You guys doing a great job. And guess what else? September 7th, Tricky Entertainment is going to do it again. They're bringing you the annual Summer Breeze, y'all. September 7th at Washington Nationals Park. Is that what it's called? Nationals Park.
National Stadium. And when I say it's going to be thousands of people there, man, the city comes out for it. It's a wonderful thing. It's going to be a bunch of entertainment.
September 7th.
You already know what it is. Everybody in the city knows, man. They bring them out every year.
Every year.
Same thing. But this time it's going to be just as big or bigger. So come on out.
Indeed.
Make sure you get
some great artists lined up.
Yes. That's the big boy parties, right? Grown
yes,
people.
It is. So I think that's all we got into this past weekend. This weekend coming up, though, we've got something. We've got something on Sunday. Guess what we're doing on Sunday, you guys? We are auditioning for the Family Feud.
Yes. Hey, so y'all keep us in prayer because we're gonna need some prayer, man. Look, I'm the smart one of the group. They put me to the back. Her and Cheryl. Nah, y'all got
you
me
the
like
anchor.
Okay, anchor.
Yeah, you the anchor.
So you gonna be the person who does what?
I'm up in the front that explains the crazy family and explains who we are and all that kind of stuff. Well, no, you know what? We haven't decided the lineup yet. Yeah, he forgot about his mic. I forgot about mine too. You know, I get just talking and stuff.
So yeah, look. So I'm not really a Family Feud guy. I don't watch a lot of it, but I watched enough to know what's going on. So I think that I should be the person who
what? Do the fast money?
Yeah, man.
At the end?
Want us to win?
No.
So Cheryl says she's going to be the person.
Yes, Dr. Neverson and our daughter Tyler.
Dr. Neverson, her, and the 2 daughters. That's our 5, right?
Yes.
And we auditioned this Sunday to see if we can go out to LA.
Thank you, Jazzy Mango, for sharing our video.
What's
appreciate
up, Jazzy?
You.
Man,
yes.
Shout out to Jazzy Mango and everything they got going on too,
and
man.
Silk White, yes, they doing
man,
it.
Silk White, what up, though? Oscar D.
Yeah, all of them.
The champion, the R&B champ.
Teresa Davis, yes,
sir.
All of them. Shout out to y'all.
Teresa Davis, the whole movement.
They're like
we love
family
y'all,
too.
man. Fam, yes.
So yeah, Sunday, y'all wait for an update for us to let y'all know how we do with our Family Feud audition. Wish us luck and send us some prayers. We going after the big money, y'all.
We gonna get the money, man.
Yes, right. Yes, right. Okay, what else is going on? Anything else coming up this weekend, or we can get straight to the news?
What else going on this weekend?
Anything else y'all can think of going on this weekend? Any good parties? Any good concerts coming up this week? I think that big pink and white party is going on this weekend, I believe. And it's
that Damon Scott?
Yeah, Damon Scott and them. And it's Marsha Ambrosius and some other artists. I believe the pink and white party is this weekend as well, you guys.
Okay, so that's what's up.
Spotlight News. Spotlight News is sponsored by Umbrella
Therapeutic Services. Man, do they do a heck of a job.
Yes, they do.
You want to tell them about it?
Umbrella Therapeutic Services is DC's most trusted and reliable behavioral health organization. If you are a DC resident, ages 5 and up, you too can get the services.
To your mic, though?
Oh, I keep forgetting I got a mic out here, y'all. I guess because I talk so loud and I feel they can hear me pretty good. So anyway, if you're ages 5 on up, DC resident, you can get the services from Umbrella Therapeutic Services. They are DC's most trusted and reliable company. Hey, Dr. Neverson, thanks for tuning in. If you need their services, they take Medicare, Medicaid, they take other insurance programs. Make sure you mention Spotlight Over the City and tell them that you want Umbrella Therapeutic Services. The number to call is 1-888-793-4357. Once again, Umbrella Therapeutic Services, their number is 1-888-793-4357.
Because a lot of times I think that we feel like we don't need any services like this because we just attribute it to someone being wild or they this or that. Case in point, the Philadelphia shooter. You just never know the mental state of a person. And I'm not saying I know it today. I'm just saying we still don't know the state of this young man's mental condition. And so sometimes you just need to check in and get some, what we call a mental tune-up.
That's
you know what I mean? And so it's nothing wrong with that. Actually, it's healthy for you. So if that's the case, then make sure you check out Umbrella Therapeutic Services.
That's right. On to the news. A$AP Rocky was convicted of...
A$AP.
You know, what did they say he did? He beat up someone. He was a physical altercation when he was in Sweden. And they let him come back to the United States, and the verdict came out yesterday, right?
Yeah, actually he got found guilty, but not guilty. You know, they did a fake out. So basically what they did was, in my opinion, they just didn't want to be charged or sued or whatever, no repercussions for what they did. So they said, we're going to find him guilty, but we're not going to arrest you, and we're going to let you go with a little slap on the wrist. We charge you $1,300, $1,400 fine and send you back to the States.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
That's what happened. So he doesn't have to go back over there and go to jail or anything like that.
Which is a great thing, you know. So shout out A$AP Rocky and that whole camp. That's a good thing he didn't have to go to jail because that was whack anyway.
And it happened over there in Sweden. And last night, Stan and he asked me, he's like, where is that? And I said, well, it's in Sweden. And
the hell is that?
He said, what is Swede?
So you told me to go ask them, but we're not going to get into that right now. But this is what I'm working with. It's a Swede.
If you have a TV and you watch any news channel, you have had to heard by now about what happened in Philadelphia yesterday, you all. Unfortunately, a young man by the name of Maurice Hill, 36 years old, he got into a situation where they were serving a narcotics warrant at his residence, and the police got surprised by gunfire. Right?
Yeah, a whole bunch of gunfire.
Maurice
actually,
said, "Not today. It ain't going your warrant, all of that.
It didn't fare well." And
no.
so, actually, the officers, there was 6 officers shot, 9 injured total. 6 was shot, no one fatally.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing.
That was.
But
a good thing.
yeah, we don't have all the details about it
but it was
we
an
do know he did surrender.
Yeah.
No one was killed. No one was hurt. I really didn't think it would end that way, me personally. So I'm glad it ended the way it did. I thought that they was gonna
they were gonna go get him. They gave him a time. They gave him until 11:45
11:45 was the cutoff time, from what we have gathered, and actually they met the deadline.
It was an 8-hour standoff, though.
Shout out to the attorney, though. I like this guy. Like I like,
Shaka. That's the attorney's name. I forgot the last name. But
I like you, Shaka. I like how you rocking. And he actually, I think, diffused the situation almost single-handedly. Because I think the officers would have definitely murdered this young man.
Yeah.
Honestly. So yeah,
Me
that
too.
worked out good.
So it was 6 police officers were shot. None of them.
No fatal.
Nothing,
no fatalities.
No fatalities.
And 9 total injured.
So sad though, because this young man, 36 years old, he has a 3-day-old infant child, and he has a teenage son. So it's not just going to impact him. What happens now? It's going to impact his children, and that's very sad and unfortunate. And we don't know the backstory. None of us know any of that yet. So before everyone starts saying all kinds of crazy things, let's just wait and see how things play out and see what this young man's backstory is.
Yeah. Either way, it wasn't good. I mean, the whole situation ended bad on both sides. So
right. Exactly.
It just wasn't a good situation.
What else? Jay-Z. Jay-Z is back in the news. Jay-Z is partnering with the NFL for the Super Bowl halftime show, as well as some social injustice initiatives. And some people are kind of pissed at Jay-Z for this. How do you feel, baby?
Well, shout out Jay, first of all.
Yep.
I think that people are mad for different reasons. I myself see behind the scenes, and I think that it's probably a very strategic move on Jay-Z's part. I think that he's trying to sneak in prison reform and a lot of other things to help reform the attitude of the NFL because it's raggedy.
Yeah.
And so, in my opinion, I think that this is something that he's trying to do to build relationships in order to create different situations for people of color in the league. And I don't think no one else is going to be able to do it because they don't have the guts to do it.
Yeah.
Most people are bought and paid for. And so Jay-Z's not. He doesn't need money. So if you're thinking he's trying to buy out or sell out, it makes no sense for a billionaire to, in my opinion, sell out. So, I don't think it's a bad move. I just don't know what it entails, so I can't speak on it.
I think I agree with my husband on this, and I'm not mad at you, Jay-Z. I think at this point, with the way things have been going in this world, I welcome Jay-Z's in the NFL, working with them. We need more of us up in there, so maybe some of the things that have been happening can change. So I'm not mad at it.
Exactly. So, I mean, a lot of times we want change, but you got to get in the ring. You got to wrestle with a bear to defeat it. You can't, just look at it and be mad and win.
That's right.
And so if you want to get in the ring, that's the only way you're going to really be able to make some changes. So
that's
I
right.
applaud, as long as you're not selling out or nothing like that. That's where I got a problem, if you start selling out. But you got to get in the ring. How else would you fix it?
I agree with you, baby. Guess whose well, first of all, let's say happy birthday to Auntie Maxine Waters. Happy birthday. She turned 81
One of my favorite people.
81 years old.
Happy birthday to you, Miss. Man, when I tell you, this sister has stood in the gap for us ever since I was a kid, man. Yeah. I've known her to be fussing and cussing in Congress and getting them together.
Yeah.
And so she's still doing that at 81
years old. Yes.
So happy birthday to you, Maxine Waters.
Yes. And guess who else's birthday it is today, y'all? And we do not own the rights to this music.
We do not own the rights to this music.
But we love it.
But we know who do, and it's the homie and salute.
Happy birthday.
Man, happy birthday. Where's the shirt?
Let me put my mic down for a minute. Let me show y'all my shirt.
You forgot you had it.
Yes. I have to show. Y'all see this?
So yeah, shout out to the whole marathon movement, Black Sam, and everybody out in LA that's pushing that movement, still making it happen. And on our side, we still rocking, man. We still motivated by the untimely demise of Nip. And so we gonna celebrate the fact that this brother has laid down some things to give us a blueprint, or even continue the print that we already had for ourselves.
Yes.
So it's motivation, untimely motivation, but I promise you that it worked for a brother like me. So I will not let it be in vain. So whatever the reason that this brother's not here, which is hard to deal with, we're going to make it work, right? We're going to make it benefit some kind of way. So
the marathon is going to continue, y'all.
Everything that we do is what we call a marathon. Me and wifey been on this thing for a while. I was on a marathon forever, seems like. And so this just be fitting for us to talk about somebody like this brother. So y'all say, we talk like we know Nip like that. Well, it feels like it though, because the type of energy that this brother exuded in a way that is kind of like a likeness. So yeah. So shout out to everybody that's behind that. Shout out Big U. Shout out everybody out LA that's rocking. Shout out to Trey D, man. Shout out to Trey D out I was ready to say Inglewood. My bad, Trey. Shout out to Trey D out there in Long Beach, man. A real dude, man. I can't wait to interview you, bro. I can't wait. We got a lot to get into.
Yeah, we gonna make that happen.
So anyway,
we definitely gonna make that happen. On to the next. So we got our birthdays out the way. This is did you want to talk about your favorite segment of the show?
Sure. You know my favorite segment?
Yes.
You already know. What's my favorite segment, y'all?
Spotlight Shining Star.
Spotlight Shining Star. Why is that my favorite segment? Y'all tell me. My favorite segment is Spotlight Shining Star because Spotlight Shining Star puts the light on people who do amazing things in and out of the community, rich, poor, or indifferent. Does not matter. So that's why I love Spotlight Shining Star. So who is our Spotlight Shining Star?
This week's Spotlight Shining Star is an amazing young black female teenager, Lauren Renford of the Washington D.C. area. You are our Spotlight Shining Star this week, and you want to know why? This young lady took her energy, her time, her heart, blood, sweat, and tears into this project. She has created a mural on a wall in Ward 6 that displays the faces of 5 teenagers that got killed by gunfire in D.C. And one of them happens to be her deceased boyfriend, and that is what inspired her to do this. When Zaire, when he got killed, she was motivated to do this. And so what she did was she watched and followed and did her research for youths in Washington D.C. who were being killed by gunfire, and she took records of everything that occurred over a year's time. Then she reached out to the parents, and 5 of them agreed to consent to having their faces on this mural. And she and some colleagues of her at I think it's Thurgood Marshall Academy. Yeah, Thurgood Marshall Academy. They have this group called Pathways to Power, and they raised $13,000 to fund this wall. And then they got Alex Goldstein. Shout out to you, Mr. Goldstein. He's an artist, and also he's the person who donated the wall space at outside of his restaurant called The Fridge. So he donated the wall space. They raised $13,000 of their own. They got no money from the city, from Washington D.C. government or anything like that, which was another reason why I was so proud of this young lady. How
come they couldn't get no money from the?
Now that, I don't know.
They collected $97 million in tickets
right?
alone. I'm still mad about that.
Yeah,
I just don't know why.
I'm really
like 10,000, 5,000.
I'm so just this young. She's 17, Lauren, 17 years old, to have the strength after your high school sweetheart gets killed at the hands of gunfire, for you to do this and raise the money and gather your troops together. It just shows how strong of a young black woman you are. And so I'm hoping that some kind of way she'll get to see this tribute to her. You are our Spotlight Shining Star. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring others, and stay on your mission to fight for gunfire for youth. Okay, he just hit me. I get going when it comes to stuff like this because
Spotlight Shining Star. We love you, Miss.
The 5 teens killed in D.C. that are on the wall. I can at least tell you all who they are.
No, take your time. I'm gonna get some light while you do that.
Harris Brown, age 19, who was a poet, a rapper. Jamari Sitnor, age 17. She was headed to Florida A&M. I remember that story very well. Steve Slaughter, 14 years old. He was dreaming to get a football scholarship. Zaire Kelly, he was 16 and he was a junior Olympian. And Zaire is Lauren's deceased high school sweetheart. Very, very tough situation. So Lauren, kudos to you. Spotlight Shining Star. And my hubby is, look, we are like a 10-man show here, right? Stan and I, we make things work. And I have turned into an engineer when I've had to. I've turned into a producer. Anything that we need, my husband and I gets it done with these two hands and the two wonderful hands that he has. And so thank God for you though, honey. He's just went and got us some more light. We are outside. This is our Spotlight Lakeside edition. We are transitioning to a new studio September 5th. So during our transition, we're going to find some nice hot spots like this to broadcast live so that you all can still get a great show with, a great scenery. How about that?
Now we back. Now we looking.
Do it, babe.
Now we had to get that thing together.
Do it, babe.
The sun got down on us. So now we spotlight. Now we really got the spotlight. Now let's go.
Yeah. So that concludes our Spotlight Shining Star segment. And if you don't have anything else, honey, we can get right into a topic and start talking to some of these people. We may not end up doing a whole hour show, but guess what? We can do whatever we want to do.
Yeah, we just kind of wanted to just kick it with y'all today and just let you know some of what was going on, have a little bit of news, and have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
And so now we can get to it.
You want to get to it?
What's the topic? Come on, get your energy right. Let's talk.
Let's talk about something that we were talking about in the car today, right? And I don't remember how it came up, but how do you tell a loved one, someone that you love, you care about, and they know that you love them? They know. How do you
tell them about the situation that you had? That's what you said you wanted to say.
So I'll tell you about a personal situation for me. I think it was about 2 summers ago, Stan and I were in the car, and he said to me, hey, because we're shopping our TV show. He said, me and you need to get in the gym together because we got to get TV ready. Well, I got offended. So I took it personal, and I was just like, well, wait a minute. Are you trying to say that I'm out of shape or I'm fat? And so it wasn't a good time for us when we had that argument. And we got through it, and I see it differently a little bit now. But I want to know from some of you all, how do you tell someone, what do you all feel about that? A lot of women feel like you can't tell them anything about their weight. That's offensive. But, if you're a couple or if you're siblings or, a parent or something, is there a way to communicate something like that to a loved one without hurting their feelings? Do you feel that they should get their feelings hurt?
So, okay, let me back it up and give you the backstory.
Oh, I didn't tell it right?
What happened was we was talking about doing The Long Way, the reality show.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, Terry, we're getting ready to do a reality show. And so how about me and you go to the gym together and work out and get TV ready? That's what I said.
That's what he said.
I said, so we can get TV ready. Because in case you don't know, when you do TV, like the camera put weight on you. And so you want to be ready for that. So you want to be in a certain position. So if the camera put weight on you, you still cool. And so I didn't feel like I was going to be cool. So I said, we're going to go. We might as well go together. Teamwork. That's how you're supposed to, in my opinion, you're supposed to do it as a team if you could. If you can. She gets offended and looks at me like, so what are you trying to say? I'm a fat ass or something? And I'm like, nah, that's not it. I'm just saying we go together.
Right.
So how else could I have said what I said without being offensive is what I wanted to know. So we asking y'all, how do you tell someone something that you feel is important to you without being offensive? Like, how do you not offend them?
Right.
Because if you need to tell somebody something, whether it's you need to work on your hygiene or
that's tough.
Because what happens is if a person, I would rather you tell me that than someone in the street tell me that. So
right.
It may be tough, but it's even tougher when people talking about you and you don't know that they're talking about you.
I agree with you,
and so
baby.
I just don't believe in sugarcoating stuff. It's stupid. We're grown. And so it's just, we got to find a way. So I'm just asking y'all, like, y'all weigh in and tell us.
For those of you all on here.
What do you do when you have to tell a loved one or a friend something that may not be so inviting? How do you tell them without being offensive?
I don't know. That's tough because, like I said, with women, I mean, some of you women on here, and correct. Tell me if I'm wrong. Don't just side with me just because. If you feel I'm wrong, say it. I want you to say it. But a lot of times, you don't want to hear from your man, even though he said, I'm gonna tell y'all how I felt. Even though he said we need to get TV ready or we need to get in shape together, I still felt like, wait a minute, I already think I'm TV ready. I already feel like the way I look is fine for TV. So I was offended because I felt like he must see me differently. So what is Freestyle Kenny saying?
Freestyle and Kenny says, if it's that important and it's true and I love you, I don't care if you get offended or not. At least I said something to you and not talk behind your back.
I respect that, Kenny.
I'm right there with you, Holmes.
Respect.
Hey, Kenny, that's how I'm rocking.
Respect.
And so that's what I actually said just that. I said, so you offended at your husband that you love, but you tell me your girlfriend can tell you that and you wouldn't be offended.
It's just different.
I'm your husband. How can I be so offensive and I love you less than your girlfriend or your homegirl? I'm married to you.
It's not even about who loves who more or less.
Well, so how is this so offensive?
I'm just saying, like,
from me.
Because when it's coming from your man who you think looks at you like, with eyes like, oh, she looks good, right? If it's coming from your man and then your man says, oh, we need to get in shape, it's like, well, wait a minute, damn, I thought I was already in shape. I mean, what are you know what I'm saying? But but girlfriends, we say things like, me and Erica may say, be like, girl, get your fat ass, da 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 da, and it's not offensive at all. Because
she can call you a fat
we
ass.
all in our fatness together.
Let me be clear, because y'all, men, listen to this buffoonery.
What are you saying, TJ? I see you on here. What you thinking?
She said her girlfriend can say your fat ass and literally say fat ass.
Yeah.
And it doesn't offend her.
It's not offensive.
But if I say, can we go to the gym and work out together?
Not can we. You said we need to. It's different. You didn't say, hey, can we go work out together? You said, we need to get TV ready. Which means there's something that ain't right.
Babe, do you want her to go to the gym and work out with me so we can get TV ready?
You said, you said we need to. I mean, it's not wordplay, but you did say we need to. It's definitely
wordplay. But if I said we need to go to the gym, y'all, and work out together so we can be TV ready, where is the offense in that?
I explained, Joe. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I was offended. Because look, TJ said it's a no-win situation. As a woman,
it's a no-win, home.
As a woman, if your man says we need to work out, we need to work out together so we can get TV ready. Right. I got offended because I felt like you were saying the way I was in that moment wasn't already TV ready.
So you took it you got in your you
like if you think
you got
you're not
emotional about it,
right? Because if you feel you're not TV ready, then that's you. You say how you feel about yourself, but you were saying we're not TV ready, so it let me know you felt I wasn't.
We not anything. I said let's get TV ready. I didn't say I wasn't TV ready myself, but it doesn't mean. See, being better don't mean. That's why good can cripple you from being great. Yeah. See, a person who's satisfied with good won't be great. So I'm just not a person satisfied. So I just said, we're getting older. It's about health, not vanity. Let's get right. Didn't I not tell you, let's get healthy together? So when I tell you good things, why is that? Like, that's a good thing, right? Why is that offensive? How is that offensive?
Again, like I said, as a woman, it's something about this whole weight thing. If y'all women, any woman on here, if you agree or disagree, I want to hear from you all, though. I want to hear back from,
what my man saying? Let me talk to Kenny. Kenny got sense. I don't want to talk about him. You got to realize, as Kenny said, you got to realize if you get offended from something, this simply from your husband, how you expect to survive TV and social media.
I respect that too, Kenny. Respect.
Kenny, let me tell you something. I think Kenny grew with me in my mind. But Slim, that's
Hi,
all
Beverly.
That right there.
Hi, Beverly Rogers.
Did I not ask you that?
Yeah.
I said they're going to eat your ass alive on social media.
But
because they will find something in the most perfected woman. A woman who went and got her body sculptured. Like Kim Kardashian.
But what if I
and they will find something about her every day on social media to eat her tail alive, and you think they won't find nothing about you?
Oh, they find something about me now, though, but I ain't even ready. But it's gonna get worse. But here's the thing: what have I always told you, though? I've always told my husband, and I mean this, and that's one thing I feel that is good about myself. I honestly about what people say or feel or think about me. I care what you think about me.
Yeah, but it's more about how you. It's just more about caring about yourself. It's
Right.
self-love,
It's self-love. And so what if I
TJ
love
said-
myself the
but
way
wait,
I am?
You can do that, but it's just you got to. Okay, he says you just want a more healthy unit, physically and mentally.
Understood.
It's
Respect.
not, okay, so this is what I want to say to you, like, because I want everybody to hear this, and I'm not gonna upstage you or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, like, you need to understand that when you have a husband that wants the best for you, it's only self-love that makes you want the best for you. I want the best for you and myself.
Right.
So if I tell you something, it's from a different standpoint than somebody in the street. It should be, because I should be closer to you than your girlfriend. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. So I say that to say, if you're not offended by your girlfriend, your husband shouldn't be offensive to you. You should understand that it's out of love. This is your husband. So he's not here for bad. He's for good.
Well, that's how
He's not
I
here
feel.
for that. He don't have that
That's
for
how
you.
I feel now. So we've gone through a process. This was 2 years ago, right? And it was ugly back then. We've gone through a process, and as I've matured and grown in this relationship with him, I have looked at that situation differently now. So if he said that to me today, I wouldn't get in my feelings. But I did get in my feelings, and I've explained why. And I think that there are probably tons of other women out there who can totally relate, and they would still get pissed off at if their man says, hey, I think that we need to go to the gym together so we can get TV ready. I think that they would be offended.
So, well, I don't know. It's a mindset to me, see? Because offense means I don't want to do, you're talking against, I don't agree, that kind of stuff. So, see, for me, I see women and men in the gym every single day as a couple, working out, working the hell out, going hard, right? So I say, what did they say to each other to get there together? Did they fight to get there? Did they argue all the way to the gym?
They might have met at the gym.
It's a mindset. This is what I'm trying to say to you. It's a mindset of wanting to be better and do better. So even if it's something that you introduce to me as a man that I might not like, but I know is good for me, and let's say eating better, you're a health junkie, then I'll say, okay, if I see that that's something good for me, I'll try to do better and get on the board with you. It doesn't mean that I'm a health junkie. It just means that I want to do better. You understand me?
Yeah,
so
I get it.
This is how it goes to you. I'm not telling you what to do or trying to dominate you, but if I have good for you, then why fight it? Sometimes good for you doesn't mean you'll want to do it. No, nobody wants to do everything that's good, but it doesn't mean it's bad.
That's true.
Change doesn't always come easy. So
That's
I want to
true.
know, how do we tell these women to make, how do you say, you know, things that they may be offended by? Because if she was offended by that, if I said, babe, you got to wash more or something, then it really would go bad. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. If you stink,
Like,
thank
I'm like,
God you don't.
If you
you
said
don't have
I
no
had to wash
issues.
more, I would be like, oh, babe, I stink.
Yeah, I mean,
think I could take that better than the whole weight thing.
you serious?
Probably. Knowing me, yeah.
So I think that's a self issue. That's like esteem. Like, you know, that has a lot to do with some other stuff. I don't know that should be so offensive.
Well, like I said, it wouldn't be now, but
What do you
it would. I'm sitting here. I'm in my.
I know. I'm thinking we
like,
on
I'm
the show.
looking. Yeah, I know. This how I do on the set,
okay,
though.
you do?
know, yeah, I be like
Okay.
this on the set. Yep, I'm on set, and so I like people to feel like we all a family, and we all talking. We having a great conversation.
Okay, so then how do you ever? You're not answering. You're not getting involved. Like
Answer the
question. Yes. How do you let me talk because you're not responding? How do you, you're a woman?
Okay.
See, I don't think men have these issues unless you just a different
I don't
type
think
of
men do either.
So, I mean, you say what you say to me. I don't give a
Hey,
damn. Like, it
Alicia.
is what it is. If you're going to grow me, then let's go. Like, let's go. If you're going to grow me, let's do it.
Yeah, but
And so, what
Different
can a
people-
man say to y'all, man? What can
different
you
people
say?
get offended by different things.
I don't know too many women that you can even ask about the damn age or nothing close to weight or nothing like that. You can't even say, how old are you? That drive you crazy.
Yeah.
That's disrespect to a woman.
But the thing is, so
like-
once y'all men understand that about women, instead of trying to figure out, well, how can we make them feel different? How about understand that that's a sensitive area with a woman?
I asked you, how do you deliver something to you that's good for you without being offensive? What do you do?
You do what you did.
What do you do?
You do what you did. Like, you didn't do anything bad.
No, that's not true because that didn't work. So you're gonna tell me.
Okay,
What
let
do
me
you
think about.
really
Look,
do? Because
TJ
what you're
says
telling
they
me
have
is
to
not
be
real.
ready. It doesn't matter what. Okay, TJ, you make a good point. And Kenny says,
Can
how
you
could he
say
have
what his
asked-
point is?
His point is they have to be ready. It doesn't matter what or how you say it. If they're not ready, it don't matter how you say it.
And that's exactly right. So
Right.
that's what I say. That lies with you. That's just like telling somebody the truth. Jesus used to have to say, don't be offended by my words. You know why Jesus had to say that, Terry?
Why?
Because the truth hurts. And sometimes it's just like, if you throw a brick in the audience, only the person got hit in the head gonna yell. Do you hear me?
Yep.
You know why the other
You right.
people don't yell, Terry? Because they didn't get hit by the brick.
Okay.
They might have ducked or weaved, but they did not yell. Because it didn't affect them.
I see what you're saying.
So,
Kenny asked a good question,
When you
though.
say something to somebody that affect them, then they might be offended. See,
Yeah.
so maybe because you felt the way, because how you felt mentally about your own self. Could that be true with a woman?
That could be true as well.
So then at that point, you couldn't say anything that wouldn't be offensive. So then
Yeah,
don't
if
say
that- if-
nothing
if
to your
that's-
loved one?
if
Is
that's
that
the
what
case,
you're saying?
I'm about
Do I
to-
need
I'm about to say, like Kenny says,
Don't say
how could he have asked you to go to the gym in a non-offensive way? Well, let me see if I can do a
Mosquitoes
role.
eating my
Hey,
ass up,
Natalie, let's see if we can do a role play. I'm gonna be you, okay?
We're
You
gonna role
be-
play quick. These
yeah,
mosquitoes, I
ro-
think they trying to take me out of here or something.
I'm gonna
All
say,
fuckers,
you know, baby, you know that you are so super hot to me. You look good and
Mhm.
all of that. So what I'm about to say, don't take this the wrong way, because to me, in my eyes, you are looking bomb as shit, right? As everything, right?
Okay.
But because we're about to do this long way on TV, and you know TV adds extra pounds and blah 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 blah, I think we should both start, you know, either going to the gym together or doing some sort of exercise to just get a little bit more ready for TV.
And you think
How
that
is that-
would be
that's
less
di-
offensive
Yes.
than what I said?
That's less offensive because you've already
You dug deeper.
you know, but you've
All
already
you did was sugarcoat something
no.
before you dumped a bucket of salt on my head.
So you asked me though, how could you
and
say
you
it?
telling
And
me
I'm
that would have
telling
been
you,
less offensive.
That's less offensive because the reason why I
Wow.
got it right.
What the
Look,
hell is
she
going
still
on
wasn't
today?
going after you said
She wasn't going.
Right, but that's not
and
the point
she was
though.
gonna get mad.
But that's not
Hey
the point.
TJ, she was
that's
gonna
not
get
the
in her
point.
damn feelings, and then she ain't going.
That the point
So the
is,
point is, what does it take for you to understand that it's something good doesn't mean that's gonna feel good?
I understand that. I understand
If
that.
it's good, it don't mean it's gonna feel good.
All things that's good for you don't feel good. Some things are,
So,
you know.
again, I need y'all to help me because she's not helping me. Somebody get on here and tell me,
Okay,
what do
someone-
you do if you have a
Alicia.
spouse that needs something told to them, whatever it is, and it may be offensive? How do you do it without offending them?
Alicia says she would make it about health and not appearance. That's
did
a very
that.
no. If
That's on
how's
God.
how's
That's
it
on
about
God.
health? If you say to your woman, we need to go to the gym so that we can get TV ready, what does
Because
that have to do with health?
prior to, okay, I'm
That
glad
has to
'cause
do
we
with
live.
appearance.
See, I like this because we're gonna do it live. We're gonna add this joint out live right here,
Ooh.
so you get to see this relationship thing play out right amongst these mosquitoes.
Yeah,
I'm
y'all, this is real.
mosquitoes kill.
This
So
is,
look,
we be real with y'all.
let me show you something. If you be so real, you would be real enough to tell the audience that I've been talking to you about health since I've been talking to you about God, spirituality, from the start of meeting you.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I am to
Yes.
the core, right?
Yes.
So I talk to you about what I'm about.
Right.
And so I talk to you about God, and I talk to you about health, and I talk to you about, just growing, right?
Right.
In general,
Right.
right? That's what I talk to you about. And so I'm saying that to say, the first time you heard about this wasn't the long way in getting ready for TV. You heard about these, the health thing. I said, I think that health is good, and so eating is one thing I talk to you about. We should eat better, don't drink a bunch of sodas and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That was what I had coming from the start.
Right.
And so this is
Right.
3-year process. It's not a couple of months into the long way or nothing like that.
That is very true,
And
y'all.
so I'm trying to say that to say
He was
you
talking about
didn't
that.
agree with it no matter what the angle.
Well, here's the thing.
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
You
so
didn't agree and you ain't give a damn.
okay, so let me
Facts.
tell you all. He did give you all the facts. Okay, so
Those are facts.
right, those are all facts. So, what it was for me, and I told him this, is that I was being honest. Some women will be fake, and they'll go to the gym just because they're trying to, do what they think the man wants them to do. And I said, I don't want to go. I'm not going to the gym. And I was very frank about that. I
So again, I'm asking you, what could I have said? Because I used the health angle. I used every angle. I called Jesus. I talked to Moses and Abraham. And all of them said, hung up on me. They was like, nigga, look. So now what?
So terrible.
I ain't lying to you. That's what I did. Because I didn't know who else to talk to. So I talked to God. He put me on hold. He's like, look. And so then it was like, so now I'm talking to y'all. Because I talked all the prophets was like, the hell with this. Stand this Terry. You tripping. So now I'm asking y'all, help me. What do you say to your spouse if you want to say something that you feel is to the good for both of you guys? Cause
Natalie on here made a good point. Natalie said they will not put their all into it if they're going to be doing it for someone else. And that's true. So you don't want, that's not what I was going to give him. I gave him realness from who I am. And I said, listen, I respect everything you're saying.
But I'm not doing that.
And I'll work on getting healthy by changing how I eat and eating better and trying to do better that way. I'm not going to the gym. I was just being honest. I said, I don't want to. I don't like it. And I'm not going.
I respect that, but that's not the question.
What's the
How
question?
do you tell somebody something without offending them that you
It may
feel
not be possible.
Well, see, that's what I needed you to tell me because there's nothing else that I could do. Like I said, and so don't say anything.
No, you have to do it, and then you have to do like we did. We worked through it. We're still together. We're still in love. We're even more in love now than we were then.
That's because I stopped trying to get you to do things that you're not up for. I suggested, and then that's it.
So again, that could help another couple. Instead of running like on a hamster on a thing.
Let me talk to Kenny once again. Let me talk to somebody got some energy. It seems like it's more of a self-conscious thing to me. If she's comfortable in her asking everything you say to try to change her will offend her. Just speaking in general,
right?
Did I say that right? Did I read it?
Right. If she's already comfortable in her skin, then whatever you say
will offend you.
Right.
And that's exactly what's happening. Because you're comfortable where you are in your skin. So you don't feel like you need to change anything.
No, that's not true. I do feel
help me.
I can work on things. That's why I'm walking now. That's why I know that what my husband has been telling me is right. But I knew also that if I went to the gym because that's what he wanted, it would only last like a week. So I knew that it had to be in my timing and when I was ready to make that change. That just shows you all, you can't really change a person. What you can do is what my husband did. You can make these suggestions of things to better themselves. And that's all you can do. So it took a while, but gradually I started changing my eating habits. And now I'm walking. I'm not in the gym, but I'm walking. So I'm doing things. But I'm doing them now when I got ready to do them. So now it can have longevity to it because I'm not doing it for someone else. I'm doing it for me.
So are all women as stubborn as you or just you? Because her parents told me, after we got married, they didn't tell me first, but they told me after we got married that she was the most stubborn creature that God ever created on earth.
They also said that I was the best daughter ever. They also said that I was the smart. They gave some good things too.
Yeah, stubborn. That's the one stuck out. They said you were stubborn. I think all women have that stubborn thing. Like if you try to push them off their square, then it just make them just put bricks around the damn square or something like that.
And a lot of us are like that. And Alicia's on here saying, she said it's all in an individual's time. You cannot change a person. You cannot. You just can't. You can't change a person.
Okay, so Natalie, is that not
Natalie?
Natalie says, do you guys walk together? It's motivating when you have a workout partner. Hey, Natalie, let me tell you about this, though.
We used to
Natalie,
walk together.
I got something for you, Natalie. I tried that. See, I've been through the ropes. I said, okay, but let me tell you how hard I went, Natalie. I'm going to tell all y'all. This how hard.
I'm going to sit back on this.
Yeah, I ain't got to. You just listen. I went so hard, y'all, that I used to go to the gym in the morning about 8 o'clock. Come out the gym, handle my business all day. When she get off from work, I would go back and walk with her just to keep her encouraged to do something. So I would go do me in the mornings, go do my thing all day, come back with her in the afternoon and walk the neighborhood.
Yes,
as much as she wanted to, though.
He did.
As much as she wanted to, I would walk 2 laps, however many damn laps. I'm in the building. So then you tell me what I'm going to do now.
He did. And,
I told you, I told the Jesus and Moses, Abraham,
and he's done nothing wrong. He has done nothing wrong at all.
He just wasn't motivated to do it.
Right. It's in an individual's own timing with certain things, though, and that's one thing that we have had to learn as we navigate these first few years of marriage. It's not easy, you all. It's work, and there are things that we stumble upon like that you know, you may reach some resistance, and sometimes you have to understand. We learned something from a man today. We went to the Washington Informer today. Some big things coming our way, y'all.
Shout out to the Washington Informer. Shout out to the Washington Informer. And our whole mob over there. Everybody
Kevin,
over there.
Yes. And we met a man today at the Washington Informer. Very, 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 just the energy there was great. And he told us one of the main key to his successful long marriage is that if it ain't worth breaking up over, leave it alone. And so and that's how, I mean, like, we have struggled through some things and we're continuing to do that, but we just get better and better because we're learning things that you let go. We're learning things that you have to work on. And that's one of the things that we shared with you that really was like, you know, it was an issue, but we worked through it. And that's what you got to do. You still got to communicate it. You still have to say it. And it may hurt the person's feelings. You know,
yeah, but just don't try to force it is what I'm learning.
Don't try to force it.
Because they're not going to do it under duress. Like, if they're going to rebel. It's like a child almost. You tell a child that they want to know why. And they want to try it.
Right. So you plant the seed and then you sit back. You plant the seed. You sprinkle a little water every now and then, depending on what kind of plant you got. That's the other thing.
You like a cactus.
Thank you, God. I told you I was like the bamboo tree. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, you plant it and look how long it takes to grow. How long?
You know what?
What's your bamboo story?
Yes, that's you.
See? Thank you, God.
The bamboo tree.
You gotta know what type of seed you're planting. You gotta know what you got, because some plants require a lot of water. Some plants require sun. But some plants, if you put the sun in direct sunlight, it'll die. So you got to know what seeds you're planting and know what to expect from that plant and what to give it.
Well, you should tell me that. You tell me the damn plant and all that when I'm getting ready to get married. You write all them seeds and shit down. Don't wait, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me about the damn plant after I'm a cactus. But shit, I thought you was a pine tree or something. No. I need memos early. I ain't got tree etiquette and all that. I don't.
Well, let me tell you.
I need you to keep focused.
But these are signs that you saw. In all honesty, you saw these signs. You saw some of the things about what kind of tree you had on your hand.
I didn't, because you confuses me. One day you a cactus, the next day it's a damn bonsai tree. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you emotional. This a Cancer girl.
I love this. I love this.
Man.
I love this. She says, lead by example. The plant grows towards light. I love it.
Who said that?
You
get a t-shirt.
Alicia, another Cancer woman. So you plant the seed.
Oh Lord, that's why she get it.
That she gets it. She gets
Help
it.
me with more.
Lead by example.
Who said that?
Yes, lead by example.
Who said that?
Alicia.
Shout out Alicia.
Lead by example. The plant grows toward light.
That's a fact. Okay, Alicia. Now tell her what I did when I first met you. You want to talk about light? What did I do? First thing I did ever in life.
The first thing
without even 30 days going by.
When we first met, when we first started talking on the phone, one of our very first conversations, we didn't even really know each other. He said, "Will you?" He talked about God off the break, but he asked me to do a 30-30 challenge where I would read something spiritual about God for the next 30 days in a row. And so he started shining the light.
I said 30-30 challenge.
Yep.
30 days, 30 minutes. Any spiritual thing that you choose to read in your life. It could be, I don't care if you Buddhist, Muslim, a Christian, whatever the hell you call yourself. I just wanted you to pick up a book of some sort and read it for 30 minutes out of 24 hours a day. And so that's just my way of saying, let's be spirit-based.
Yeah.
Let's have a base with God before we go any further, because you need God to glue you together.
Yes, right? You did.
Because you from Venus and I'm from Florida.
Mm-hmm. And you all know I'm transparent. I'm honest. And that was when we first met, right? And I said, "Oh nah, I'm cool on that. I love God and I'm a child of God, but I'm not going to commit to reading something every day for the next 30 days." I really did say that to him, y'all. And this is like about 2 weeks into us talking on the phone when we first met.
A month.
Yeah.
It was about a month. So I ain't hold it against her, because everybody not where I am. I wasn't always a reader. I wasn't always spirit-based. I wasn't always seeking high or light. I wasn't. So I realized that. So I gave her a pass on it. But I would have wanted that to be different.
And what I said to myself back then, because I was in a space and time where I was single, and I was in a space where I felt like whoever it is that is for me, he's going to get me. I'm not doing anything pretentious up front, in the middle, or anything. You're gonna get what it is. And so if that's not what you want, then that's not what you want. I respect that. But I'm gonna give you me, and I'm gonna be me, and I'm not gonna do fake things. And if something, that I know that I'm not gonna do, or I'm not gonna commit to, I'm gonna be honest and upfront about that. And that's what I did. And I didn't feel a way about it back then. I felt like I did say, maybe he gonna quit me or something. We ain't go together, but still. And like you said, he gave me a pass, but I was being real. Yeah. Some women would have been like, all right, I'll do it. And then get on the phone with their girlfriend. Man, this nigga want me to read something for 30 days. I'm going to just tell him I did it. I'm not her, though. I'm going to just say, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Well, I just asked you, did you want to? Because I didn't want to force it on you.
Right.
So I just asked you. I was already reading. So I just wanted to see if you wanted to get right with it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, now she's reading. Now she's waking up playing gospel music. Now she's...
You plant the seed and you step back and you let it grow.
I didn't know if she was baby Satan or what the hell was going on in the house at first. I thought I just had to, put some oil on myself every night or something. I didn't know what was going on. But it turned out different. It turned out that she really did. I planted the seed, like she said. But my whole thing is, we're getting off topic. I asked you.
We are.
What do you do?
I think it's 8 o'clock. I think it's time. Yeah. I mean, we can do what we want,
Yeah, I just wanted to know, though, before we wrap it up. I don't like... Can you read? Let me see if I can read it. The thing too far. Let me see if I can read. Natalie said, amen. Amen to what? I was trying to figure out what she was saying. Amen.
She said that after I said about you got to know what type of plant you have.
Yeah.
You got to know what to give it. You got to plant the seed, and then you don't. Some seeds don't need something every day or whatever. So it's just a matter of knowing what you have and growing it. And like Alicia said, lead by example. Plants grow towards light.
And that's a very good fact. That's a fact. And so I had to learn patience.
Yeah.
I had to learn to have a little more patience. And I guess, fellas, coming from a street background, you don't really be patient with people a lot, and you have a different demeanor, so to speak. And so I had to learn to humble myself to my wife a little bit. And so I'm learning still to do that, and I'm learning how to accept you for who you are as well as you accept me for who I am. So that's the key.
We're learning and we're growing together.
I think that's the biggest key, because like I said, this is one of the reasons why I never thought I'd get married, because it's too much energy.
Listen, and she will in time work out. You stay in your position and focus on yourself, and she will follow.
And she's following, and she's doing great. And so the attitude you have today is not reflective of the one you had. So I just want to put that out there to say you're not where you were.
Yeah, and in 2 more years we'll be different. Even better.
So how did you first feel though when you met a guy like me coming out the street who actually had a God balance, like was talking about God and giving you not the religious, he gonna do all this other stuff, but really in the books?
I was like, it was admirable. Like I always used to say to you, wow, I admire you. I admire it. Did you think it was weird though? A little bit, like, because it doesn't fit my exterior. Like, I don't seem to be a person who's gonna just start talking about God. Kenny said, I like y'all. Y'all cool. I'm trying to be a guest one day. Okay,
hey, Kenny, that's what it is,
hit us in our inbox and give us some information about, what you'd like to come on the show and talk about.
We don't be outside getting ate up by mosquitoes all the time, Kenny. We got real studio. But we out here because we don't go into our studio till the 5th of September.
September 5th, y'all.
And these mosquitoes, my whole arm's swollen.
Well, we're about to wrap it up.
These big-ass mosquitoes is lake mosquitoes. They like this big.
We don't have our regular producers to give us our time clock. I know is it 8 o'clock, y'all?
I hope it is. It's just getting too much. Hey, but Kenny, I feel you though. So all we doing is just, as a married couple, just being candid. Like, our show is structured different, basically, as you know, in the studio. But since we're not in the studio, we kind of being loose and just talking about topics and just hanging out with y'all and just killing a little bit of time and just basically just having some fun. And so we giving our aspect of marriage.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And some of the things that we go through. And that's just one of the things that happen in our real life marriage. I told my wife, let's do that.
This is about to cut off. We got 45 seconds on the Instagram live feed, y'all. So when it cuts off, we love y'all.
So we got to get out here.
Thank you for tuning in.
The way we always end our show is love hard, live good, God first. Because that's how I'm rocking. So in case we don't get to say salute, then salute. Hey, everybody on here, Kenny, salute, man. Get in touch with us.
Hey, see you later, Natalie.
Natalie.
Shout out to Umbrella Therapeutic Services.
Therapeutic Services, that's our sponsor. You already know, 5 years and older, and you living in DC, contact West or somebody at Umbrella Therapeutic Services.
Yes,
Shout out West,
we love y'all.
Homie.
Thank y'all so
Everybody,
much. Share
we
the
love
show.
you guys. Share the show.
Share the show.
Give
y'all.
us some bug repellent.
Share the show.
Off or something. People still use off.
Yes, baby.
I got knots.
Share the show, y'all. We need your help spreading the words.
They trying to get this melanin up off.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna sign off. And,
all right, so we salute to y'all, man. Thank you guys for tuning in and kicking it with us. Everybody who we didn't get to, we love you guys.
Y'all
we
want
couldn't
some
read
nip to take us out?
that far, man. But we gonna put nip. Give us some nip to take us out.
Y'all want some
neighborhood? You know what it is.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, happy C-Day to you, home.
Yes.
And to all the G's in LA, all the G's everywhere, man. Get out the street. Let's get some money, man. Some legal money. Let's do it right.
Let's do it.
What's up, Nip? I'm prolific. I'm so gifted. I'm the type that's gonna go get it. You heard me?
Happy birthday, neighborhood.
Neighborhood. Always the marathon continues. Always, neighborhood.
Shout out to you, Lauren London. Girl,
shout out to that. Everybody who's down to get a bag, man. Shout out to you, man. Yes. Everybody who's trying to do something heavy. Shout out to you, man. Everybody who's reaching for higher heights. Shout out to you, man. Everybody who's trying to get a light. Shout out to you, man. Even if it's with a bitch. Shout out to you. Y'all already know, man.
Yes. Thank you all so much for tuning in each and every Thursday. Stay with us on this Spotlight Movement. We got some amazing things coming up, y'all. And be looking out for our new studio, September 5th. Urban Style Media, Hung Jury Entertainment. We all a happy family now. Thank you so very much.
Maya Ruins.
Yeah. Okay, then. Hey, y'all. Share the show, y'all.
Hey, Trey D, we gotta get you on the show, homie. You talking good. I like it, though. And I like the transformation. Now, that's gangster. Hey, if anybody know about Trey D, do your homework. That's a real gangster, man. I like how he rock.
Yep, share the show. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye, sign off.
Yeah, we out. Spotlight.